What's going on, everybody? This is Drew Necessary. Just actually got off work. I want to share something with you today because something happened to me at work today, and it really just kind of really just got me really ticked off. It gave me all kinds of energy. I could say that. I don't want to say that I got upset or anything, but it just gave me all kinds of energy. So I'm trying to work on my language and everything to where everything's positive, everything's good. Even when I face financial difficulties, I'm just like, I'm not broke, I'm not poor, I'm just overcoming a financial problem. It's all about the language. So, anyways, I got a lot of energy from work today, and the thing about it is I work at a very hard job, and right now we would just be getting off. Normally we finish about an hour early, and we can wind down, cool down a little bit. And it was a long day today. We picked just the whole 10 hours, 10-hour shifts, sweating, picking up 40, 50 pound bags of stuff. That can get tiring real quick. So it was hot. It was 90 degrees today. So inside a warehouse, with all that commotion and everything, 30 people going around, trying to, weaving in out of traffic and all that. It was just a long, hard day, and it was hot in there, and it was a bad day, if you could say that. But the thing about it is when I do have a bad day, hey, for me, it's just like, they don't. There's definitely more good days than bad, and it's really about how you look at things. You can look at each and every day as a bad day. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that my plan is, I'm 29 years old. My birthday is March 30th next year, 2015. I will be 30 years old. And so before that time, before I hit 30, I will retire, and I will not be able to, I won't have to depend on my wages to pay my bills, to pay for vacations, to pay for anything. It's not going to be based on wages. If Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know that in order to get rich, you need to build assets, and that's what I'm doing right now. But I have a plan, and I know that a lot of people at work, they don't have a plan. If they make money elsewhere, it's not something that they can build upon. It's not something that has long-term growth, where you keep putting money into it, you're going to get more and more. It's not like that. It's only a set amount. For example, if you have a part-time job, you're still working for wages. You're working for someone else. You are, someone's already dictating like how much you are worth each and every hour. Each time you get paid, that's how much they're saying that you are worth. And I don't know about your job, but every time that I work more hours, or we have incentive, the harder I work, the more taxes come out. So I'm all about working smarter and not harder. So if I can be an entrepreneur, I will get taxed less, and I don't have to worry about being fired or being laid off. Plus, I can make it's unlimited income, but it takes a certain person. And I've had this mindset ever since I was 13, 14 years old, when I started figuring out that money does make the world go around. You got to have money to do stuff with. You got to have money to go out and have fun. You got to, and the lack of money means lack of fun. And really, the more I grew up, I understood that lack of money dictates choices. Like, if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have many choices. And it's not really about money. When you really think about it, money is just a tool. What it really comes down to is education, knowledge, financial literacy. I make pretty good money at my job, and I know that there's people out there that make more than me with college education, of course. But my plan to get out of this job is actually more secure. Well, I hate saying that word, secure. It's actually more profitable because of my financial literacy than someone that went to school, got a master's or whatnot. Because my plan is not dependent on wages; it is dependent on myself, my assets, And that is the big difference. That's why rich people always get richer. The rich get richer because of assets. The more that you put into it, the dollar is going to work for you 24/7. So why not would you have, at least few assets working for you? If it's not a whole lot of money, that's okay. It will build and come. And I've been doing network marketing for over 4 years now, and I was sick and tired of having to worry about people quitting on me, sick and tired of always having to recruit and try to, convince people to do what it is that I wanted to do, and whatever business that I had going on, and I was just tired of that. And so now I'm with Binary Options, and it's really changed my life because of the fact that now I know when I put $1 into something, based on my skill level and everything, I could turn that dollar into $10, $20, whatnot, over time, and it keeps building and keeps working and working and working. So my thing is to you, I'm sharing this plan with you because I'm at a job that I do not like. I have a lot of energy came from the day because a lot of people were complaining that it was long, that it was hot, that it was miserable today. That was the key word. And a lot of people, all they did was just complain. And I'm like, guys, really, what is complaining going to do? What are you going to do about it? And I know that's kind of like a butthole thing to say, is what are you going to do about it? Because here I am, I'm trying. The worst thing that could happen to me is not that I fail, is that I give up. And there's a lot of people that are afraid of failing so much that they don't even try. They don't even try to improve their life. They just say, no, I'm just going to sit here, keep doing what I'm doing, and complain about it. And I'm like, hey, Les Brown said it best. Whatever you're producing, if you want to keep doing that, just keep doing what you're doing. And all they're going to do is continue to complain. Well, that's all they're going to get. That's all they're going to, ever achieve. They're never going to, take a risk. They're never going to grow as a person. And they're never going to, amount to anything. And it's sad, really, because I work with a lot of great people. They have good, they're very good-hearted and everything. But when it comes to money, for the most part, most of their parents and parents' they have a broke mindset. They're not open to change. They're not open to growth. They're not open to things that can produce their money. If you don't punch in for something, then it's a scam. And I really, I have all this, knowledge and everything, and it feels like that I have a responsibility. I should try and convince people to do what I'm doing, even though, I would make some money, but it's not going to be dependent on that. I really want to care and share with people what it is that I'm doing, but they got to want it for themselves first, okay? I say this all the time. You got to believe in yourself before you can believe in an opportunity, because you could have a great opportunity right in front of you. I have a great opportunity right now that is working. I'm excited. As soon as I get home and eat, because I'm starving, I'm going to get right to it. And I know that that's whatever I'm working on there is going to benefit me more long term than working a 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with working and moving up the ladder. I'd rather own the ladder. I'd rather own companies. I'd rather own apartments and everything. And here I am, working this job. There's no one working a job that's taking vacations, 10 times a year, once a month. There's no millionaires working a job. That's really what it comes down to. You have to grow. I watched a Steve Harvey video on Facebook. Shout out to Aaron Burton for sharing it. He said that, if you want to be successful, you have to jump. You got to jump. There's no way around it. You got to do something that most people would frown upon or whatnot. Now listen. My game plan for these stocks, it's going to grow, but I'm all about speed. I'm going to get me either a loan or something like that. Even if everyone thinks that I'm nuts, it doesn't matter. I don't ask for permission. This is my life, okay? I'm not even worried about what other people think. Now, I'm married. I have a wife, and she supports me, and she trusts me, and I think that's the greatest blessing I could have, is someone that understands and is there for me thick and thin, because we've been going through a lot of hardships, especially with network marketing, you put everything you have in it, and it don't work out, and it's like, man, and it's really hard to keep pushing, but I had to keep pushing, and now I found something that's working out, and I'm so excited, and now I'm going to do everything that I can to expedite my success, and it don't really bother me that other people, if they don't understand, that's okay. I'm still going to get mine. I'm still going to retire before I'm 30. And that's the kind of attitude that you got to have to be successful. You got to make that jump. You got to make that jump. You got to, we all have parachutes, but if we never jump, we're never going to use that parachute. There's going to be rough times. You jump off a cliff, you might, skin your knees or whatnot like that, but eventually your parachute's going to, take off, and you're going to be able to say, have these nice things that most people don't have, because most people are afraid to jump. They all have this parachute, and you're like, why do I need this? Because I'm never going to jump. And I know that. I know if I quit my job right now, and I came back 10 years later, that I will see a few people that I know right now and doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. And there's people that's doing the same job that I've done. I'm going on 3 years. They've been doing it 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. I know one guy that's done it, 16 years. He's only moved one spot, and it's the same pace, so you can't really say that's a move up. That's kind of moving sideways, you know what I mean? And I'm like, that is way too long that I want to invest. Even though everyone likes me, they say I have a great attitude, I know that I'm not a company man. I'm not someone that is comfortable moving up the ladder. I want to own the ladder. So if you're watching this video and you want to know what I got going on, binary options, you don't have to recruit, you don't have to sell. You just, get in and you understand. All you really need to do is show up. We will train you. We will show you what it is that you need to do, certain charts, certain situations, and then you get me on top of that. I have a wonderful team that I've promoted, and all I've done was just produce my results, show off my results that I've had with the training. And recruiting this is pretty easy. If if you want to recruit, you can make some extra money. But I'm telling you, I'm so grateful that I got, in this. Shout out to Ann for getting me in. The green room is amazing. There's so much training out there that you can find, but nothing like what's inside the green room. I don't want to make this a presentation video or anything like that, but I'm just saying that I am in the same boat with a lot of my coworkers, but the difference is I'm willing to jump. And I've jumped so many times and landed, on my back. But like Les Brown says, if you can look up, you can get up. And I've gotten up, and I've done, I don't even regret the investment, or I forgot all about the investment that I did with this green room, because I've already made that back and then some, and I've been in less than a month. So I'm just so excited. I'm almost home now, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I can't wait to, get on there and start trading, start, doing what it is that I want to do in life. And I would do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop. And I know that that's what, you got to follow your heart. You got to follow your passion. You got to love it. I love it. And I know that, it's going to take me places that my job is not. And anyone that wants to know, even if you're okay working with your job, there's nothing wrong with having assets working for you, building for you, just in case you lose your job. What are you going to do? How are you going to survive? If you have assets backing you up, even if you're not making as much as what you were on your job, at least you got that income, and it's not going to be as bad. So there's nothing wrong with building assets. I tell that to everybody I know. I know a lot of people probably say, man, don't talk to Drew. That's all he talks about. It interests me. And I want to get to a certain point where I can enjoy life, because, working 40 hours, that's really taking a lot out of me. I'm so tired right now. I'm starving and I'm tired, and I know as soon as I eat, I'm gonna, just feel like taking a nap. But I got to do these things that is going to allow me to, to quit and, pursue my dreams, pursue what it is that I want to do. But yes, shout out to the green room, Aaron Burton, and a lot of great training, a lot of great people. If you're not part of it, I don't like to say you're missing out because I don't know you and everything, but the point is, if you're watching this video and you can just relate just a little bit about what I'm saying, we're all in bad situations. I know so many people that's in bad situations, and I want them to succeed more than I do. I care about my team success more than mine because that's how I am. I love the network marketing aspect where people help people, but a lot of other people don't share your passion like you do, and I'm a very passionate kind of guy. I hope y'all understand this, that I really do care about people, and I would work my butt off to make sure that everyone succeeds on my team. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment on it, and if we're not on friends on Facebook, then give me a friend request. Man, I get about 5 or 6 a day. It's kind of crazy to keep up a little bit, but definitely send me a message and I'll definitely respond to you very quickly. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a blessed day. I'm going to get home, eat me some grub, and start trading. Man, I'm excited. Y'all have a good one.